Hello, yeah, this is going to be another small rant video telling you about A-kon plans too. Alright, the rant's going to kind of begin with what happened Saturday. I should have got to this Sunday, but my work schedule got really insane, and the only reason I'm not there tonight is because my car's not turning over and the windshield wiper stopped, and if you live in Texas, you know it was really rainy and really bad tonight. Anyway, at the sneak preview event, I kind of ran into the type of Yu-Gi-Oh players I don't like anymore. The really competitive ones, has to win no matter what sort of players, will do anything to win, get you disqualified for any reason, turn around and cause some other issues somewhere. And for these saying this is typical Yu-Gi-Oh, not usually at the sneak preview events, depending on where you go. If you go to the ones normally at some places we go to, it's just you get your packs and they do raffles for mats. I mainly think that's a better idea, especially after this weekend, because the whole reason to play was to get a mat. And I was thinking about just dropping, because I got almost everything I needed out of the packs, but my friends wanted me to stay because I was doing very well. I beat my first opponent and my second opponent pretty good. The third opponent's where I ran into problems. He had just dealt with another guy that came from another sneak preview event that was obviously using cards he got from other events. While that does annoy me a little bit, it happens. You really have to be careful with this because there's almost no way to prove what you can pull there or pull over there. But the guy made the mistake of running 10 rares and 5 supers, which there's no way you get that out of 5 packs. No, unless you're really, really lucky, in which case, since everybody would have been on him seeing it at some point. Yeah. Anyway, guy comes up and dueling me. I get very lucky on my pulls. I mean, I quite literally pulled almost 3 of every battling boxer out of my 5 packs. A few here and there, like, I only had 2 counterpunch. I wish I had pulled 3 out of the pack. But that was the only battling boxer besides Yoke that I didn't pull 3 of. Well, the XYZs I pulled 2 Yokes and 1 Comet. But anyway, I pulled all those. And the guy's getting upset saying there's no way I pulled all that. When you see all my rares, when you see all my stuff after I beat him the first round. Not the second round, the first round. So, we turn around, I show everything to him, I show everything to the store owners, and the store owner sided with me because I had 4 people backing me, telling him that, yeah, we saw him open the packs, we saw him pull what he pulled. The guy's still sitting here having a fit, and the store owners go, oh, fine, round 2, whatever, go with it. And, you know, he got the guy that beat him the second round disqualified for the 10 rares and 5 supers. Anyway, so this is the second time he pulled it in a row. So yeah, it's starting to get, it shows you that he's wanting to win no matter what the cost, whether it's with skill or by just making you get DQ'd. Anyway, when I beat him the second round, I offer a good game. You know, I'm being nice at this point. I could have just said, well, you know what, F you, this shows you that you can't do this, whatever. Anyway, after that, he gets up, and he says, I'm not going to shake your hand because I don't agree with the way you built your deck. Well, that one's kind of a let go situation because anybody, if they pull during a sneak preview, pull a certain amount of cards, will run that build. The more cards you have, the closer to the build you're going to run. So, I'm kind of like, alright, he's pulled bad, whatever, I'll let that one slide. And then here's the thing that made me mad. When he gets up, he goes, let's get out of this fucking cheating place. Oh, I said the F word. This is gonna get flagged. Anyway, he said, let's get out of this effing cheating place. And see, that bugs me. Mostly because everybody that knows me knows the whole time I've been dueling, all 11 years of it, 12 years, close to that. I mean, I've been dueling since it came out in the US. Anyway, that annoys me because I've always ran odd decks. I get accused of cheating a lot for that reason if I win. I, at one point in a card shop I used to duel at regularly, had to bring an automatic card shuffler to show people that I wasn't cheating. So, I can understand losing and getting upset, but not to the point where he was. So, that's starting to bug me. Competitive players are getting to a whole new level of BS. And this is also in every card game, including Vanguard. Vanguard, you start winning, they'll look for any reason to get you DQ'd. Even if you've got a speck of dust on your sleeve, they'll call it to a judge and try to get you knocked out for it. This competitive level has to stop, because this doesn't make the card game fun for anybody. Why? You spend all your time making your own strategies, making your own deck build, making your own thoughts, making your own text, making the deck as fast and as powerful as you can, just to get DQ'd because some idiot doesn't like that you've got a bent cord in your sleeve, even though he probably did it while he was cutting, or a speck of dust on your sleeve that makes it look marked. Even though you can wipe the dust off, they'll still call it. Getting people DQ'd is not the way to play the game. It really isn't. If you want to keep up with attitudes like that, it just causes issues. Major issues. Because it shows you that you can't handle the defeat, so aka if I can't win, nobody's going to win mentality. And for years, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had this. It really got bad with the dawn of the synchros, and when people like Chris Bowen start at the top. But, let me see the time here. Okay, I gotta get onto the A-kon stuff. I can probably get more of a rant about this later. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Alright, A-kon stuff. I've been working on my kite boots in my spare time, so hopefully they'll be done. They're duct taped, so they don't look that good, but my boot covers didn't work out, and it's too last minute to try to get new boot covers made. Sunday, I'm going to try to make it to the Dallas Comic-Con. I do have Vegeta mostly ready. I just had to iron on the Badman on the back of the shirt. And with A-kon, I'm hosting a lot of shoots, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, convention is the other way. I'll probably get back to the ranting for about another 2 minutes, give or take. Now that's what you about the A-kon news. I'll have cosplay photos up, probably slideshows of the A-kon stuff. But, alright. Basically, back to the rant about that. This has been going on for a long time. UDE had to get to the point where they had to lower ban hammers on people for this. I think it's time that it comes back that, alright, you turned so many people in for cheating, they need to take a look at you. Like I said, I got lucky in my pools, everybody saw it, and the final match was actually a mirror match. Quite literally, mine and Guy's decks were very close to the same, give or take a few differences. Like, since he pulled some more different XYZs, he had different support in there to get him out. While all I really had was battling boxers. And he had more memory losses than I did, so it came down to that. But yeah, you don't go around like this. I have a feeling this is not in here. I can see this guy going a step further and going, well, I want to report this shot because they're allowing this to happen. Dude, all that does is make it where Yu-Gi-Oh! Can't have sneak preview events anymore on official tournaments. They'll still have Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. They'll still have their box tournaments. All you're doing is just costing you another place to play officially. And I know that sounds bad, but at this point you gotta take a look at it. I'm gonna put on my glasses so I can read that time better. You guys will have to go over the reflection. I can't cover it up that much. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this? Seriously. What do you think about all this extra BS going on of people trying to win no matter what, even if it's DQing you just so they can win? Let me know.